What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron, and it's time for New Music Friday. Going to be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of March 22nd. And as always, if there's something that I missed that you guys are looking forward to, don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what they are. Without you guys, I wouldn't know of more than half of these bands. And also, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give a like. Doing something so simple helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm. And I just appreciate just such, even the littlest tiny bit of support goes a very long way, and I just thank you guys so much for doing that. But anyways, let's talk about some new music. There aren't a whole lot of albums from bands that I'm really too familiar with, but there was one. Their name is Blankets. They're coming out with their new album titled Ceramonia. This is kind of a shoegaze post-rock kind of band. They're from the UK, and this is their third studio album. Their first one was strictly instrumental, then they added vocals with the second, and currently on this one. And the vocals fit the music beautifully, sometimes being very angelic and sometimes being very harsh. I'm very, very much excited for this new album. I just recently started learning about this band and I instantly fell in love with their soundscapes. So yeah, definitely check this one out if you haven't heard of them. And we also get a new album from Ghostkid titled Hollywood Suicide. I gotta admit, I'm not really a huge fan of this band. They have a very strong, overproduced mainstream sound that isn't really very recognizable. It just fits in with everything else. They only have one album previous to this one, and I don't really imagine it being too much different from that. Kublai Klan TX, I believe that's how it's pronounced, is released a new single titled Low Tech. Honestly, I haven't really explored this band all that much. What I have heard doesn't really pique my interest too much either. They're labeled a metalcore band, but when I listen to them, they kind of sound a little bit more hardcore than anything else. I might check this one out. I don't know. Their lyrics are a little cheesy for me at times, a little just too bro-ish, I guess you can say, a little too I'm gonna beat you up kind of thing, which isn't really my vibe. Musically, they do have some pretty good sounding tracks, but at the same time, it's just mostly like open chugs from what it sounds like. I don't know. Maybe I'll give this one a listen. Maybe I'll give them another shot. We get a new single from Boundaries titled Scars on a Soul. This is probably one of the most intriguing metalcore bands around right now. I'm super stoked for this. Their instrumentations are always so beautiful, and they also have the really powerful vocals to back it up. And even when they do have like clean vocals, they don't come off sounding just super basic and generic. They find a way to make it really catch you at the same time. We have a new single from Darko, US, titled Finding Love in a World Full of Tragedy. The same can basically be said for this band. They're one of the most intriguing deathcore bands around right now. Baby J and Tom Barber are basically the new Eminem and Dr. Dre. While She Sleeps is giving us a new single titled Leave Me Alone. Their last album, Sleep Society, is one of my favorite albums from them. It's probably honestly, the only album from them I really, truly like. It's just so positive. The music wasn't too generic. I mean, it kind of was, but it just has so many redeeming qualities. I was able to look past it. And considering my contentment for their past work, I was very shocked. I just don't really know if that's going to continue. I do hope that it does because, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. I go back to Sleep Society quite often and listen to some of those songs, enjoy it, and it would be really cool to hear them continue down that path. We also have a new single from the Ghost Inside titled Split. This has been one of the most depressing returns for me. The Ghost Inside was one of my favorite bands when I was in high school, and this is like watching your favorite superhero become a villain, go back in time and kill themselves when they're still a superhero. Their comeback album wasn't really like the greatest thing that they ever had, but at least it sounded like the Ghost Inside. When you would hear some of their songs off of it, you're like, yes, this is it. It was full of passion. A lot of the stuff that they had to overcome after the car accident, so there's a lot of heartfelt moments in it. And now with the new singles they're releasing, it is like, well, what has happened to them? The only thing is it's the sellout bug, I guess you could say, if you really want to be that straight up about it. You know, they've gotten a lot of Spotify listens, their views are over 1 million now, and they're starting to be like, yo, if we make music that sounds like, you know, a lot of the other stuff that's around, we get noticed a lot more, we make money, this whole comeback thing is a little bit more worth it, I guess you could say. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this new single changes that. I hope I'm completely wrong. I would love for you guys to come on here and tell me I'm an idiot. Their new single is fantastic. I would absolutely love for that. So let's hope that's the case. We also have a new single from P.O.D. titled Lies We Tell Ourselves. This is another superhero of mine that honestly they haven't really fallen that far, because when you listen to them, even their newer stuff, you can still tell that this is P.O.D. They're very far away from the new metal band that they used to be, you know, when they were blowing up. But still, I feel like, I don't know, it's P.O.D. They're still making this. If you like P.O.D. from back then and you're still into them, you will probably enjoy this a lot, because I don't think that they're changing too much whatsoever. As Sonny still sounds like Sonny. They're still writing kind of heavy riffs. I feel like they mellowed out a little bit, but not too much. So yeah, I feel like this one's going to be pretty good. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if I miss anything that you're looking for, to leave a comment below letting me know what it is. I literally would not know about a lot of these bands unless if it wasn't for you guys. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to help support me in my channel further than that, feel free to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Doing any of those things helps me out tremendously. Either way, if you don't do any of those and you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me sit here and talk about music. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.